Welcome back. In the first module, we laid the foundation by clarifying essential terms and exploring the role of the community and family in reproductive health. We examined how community-based approaches can expand access and how cultural beliefs can influence acceptance. Now, in this second and final module, we will build on that understanding by focusing on family planning, its types, its importance, and the ways we can encourage communities to embrace it. Reproductive health is not just about preventing disease or managing fertility. It is about creating opportunities for individuals and families to live healthy, dignified, and productive lives. At the heart of this lies family planning. The choices couples make about the number and spacing of their children have profound implications, not only for themselves but also for their families, their communities, and their nations. So in this session, we will explore three interconnected dimensions. First, we will examine the different types of family planning methods, ranging from natural approaches to modern technological options. Second, we will analyze the importance of reproductive health and family planning, showing how they impact individuals, families, and societies. Third, we will discuss practical strategies for encouraging acceptance of family planning in communities, looking at both the challenges and solutions. Types of family planning. Let us begin by exploring the different types of family planning. Family planning methods are often grouped into categories based on whether they are natural or modern, temporary or permanent. Each type has its own advantages, limitations, and suitability depending on an individual's health, lifestyle, and preferences. 1. Natural methods. These methods rely on awareness of the body's natural fertility signals to avoid or achieve pregnancy. They include calendar methods, cervical mucus observation, and basal body temperature tracking. Couples who use natural methods avoid intercourse during the fertile period. The main advantage is that these methods are free of side effects and cost very little. However, they require discipline, accurate knowledge, and cooperation between partners. Their effectiveness is lower compared to modern methods, especially when not practiced consistently. 2. Barrier methods. Barrier methods prevent sperm from reaching the egg. The most common examples are male condoms, female condoms, diaphragms, and cervical caps. Condoms, in particular, offer dual protection by preventing both pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections. Barrier methods are widely available, affordable, and reversible. However, they require correct and consistent use for effectiveness. 3. Hormonal methods. These are among the most widely used and effective family planning options. They include oral contraceptives, injectable contraceptives, hormonal implants, skin patches, and vaginal rings. Hormonal methods work by preventing ovulation, thickening cervical mucus, or altering the lining of the uterus. They are highly effective when used correctly but may cause side effects such as weight gain, mood changes, or irregular bleeding. Access, affordability, and cultural acceptance can also be barriers. 4. Intrauterine devices, IUDs. IUDs are small devices inserted into the uterus by a trained health professional. There are two main types, copper IUDs and hormonal IUDs. Both are highly effective, long-lasting, and reversible. They can provide protection for several years, making them convenient for women who prefer not to take daily or monthly contraceptives. Some women, however, may fear insertion procedures or experience side effects like heavier periods. 5. Permanent methods. For couples who have achieved their desired family size, permanent methods provide a long-term solution. These include tubal ligation for women and vasectomy for men. Both are surgical procedures that are safe and highly effective. However, they are irreversible, so careful counseling is required before adoption. 6. Emergency contraception. Emergency contraception provides a backup option when unprotected sex has occurred or when another method has failed, such as a condom break-in. Pills taken within a short window, usually within 72 hours, can prevent pregnancy. This method should not be used as a regular form of contraception but is a critical part of family planning services. As we can see, family planning is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It is a menu of choices. Each individual or couple has different needs, and effective family planning programs must provide a wide range of options while offering proper counseling to guide decision-making. The importance of reproductive health and family planning. Now that we have explored the types of family planning, let us turn to their importance. Why does reproductive health matter? Why is family planning considered a cornerstone of public health and development? The first and most obvious reason is maternal and child health. Family planning prevents unplanned and high-risk pregnancies, which significantly reduces maternal mortality. Women who space their pregnancies by at least 2 years are healthier, and their babies are more likely to survive and thrive. Family planning prevents unsafe abortions, which remain a major cause of maternal deaths in many countries. The second reason is empowerment of women. When women have control over their reproductive lives, they can pursue education, employment, and leadership opportunities. They can plan their futures rather than being overwhelmed by frequent or unplanned pregnancies. Empowered women contribute more actively to their families and communities, creating a ripple effect of positive change. The third reason is economic development. Countries with strong family planning programs often experience what is called the demographic dividend. When families have fewer children, parents can invest more resources in each child's education and health. Over time, this creates a healthier, more skilled workforce, fueling economic growth. On the household level, smaller families often enjoy better financial stability and improved living standards. The fourth reason is social well-being and stability. Family planning reduces the strain on healthcare systems, education systems, and social services. Communities where family planning is widely practiced tend to have healthier populations, reduce poverty, and greater gender equality. And finally, family planning is also about rights and choices. Every person has the right to decide if, when, and how many children they want to have. Denying access to family planning is not just a health issue but a human rights issue. When individuals can exercise reproductive autonomy, they live with dignity and freedom. How to encourage acceptance of family planning in communities. Despite these benefits, family planning is still resisted in many communities. The reasons range from cultural beliefs and religious opposition to misinformation and mistrust of health systems. Therefore, acceptance must be encouraged through strategies that respect community values while promoting health and well-being. The first approach is community education. Information is power. Health workers must provide accurate, simple, and culturally sensitive information about family planning. This includes explaining the safety of modern methods, addressing myths, and showing practical benefits. Education can take place in schools, churches, mosques, marketplaces, and through local media. The second approach is male involvement. Too often, family planning is seen as a women's issue. Yet, in many cultures, men hold decision-making power in households. Engaging men in family planning discussions ensures shared responsibility and reduces resistance. When men understand the benefits, they often become advocates. The third approach is leveraging community leaders. Religious leaders, elders, and respected figures wield enormous influence. By partnering with these leaders, health programs can gain credibility and legitimacy. For example, if a respected local imam explains that family planning does not contradict religious teachings, acceptance often increases dramatically. The fourth approach is making services accessible. Acceptance is hollow if services are unavailable. Clinics must be within reach, affordable, and staffed by respectful providers. Community-based distribution, through health workers who live in the community, bridges this gap. Mobile clinics, outreach programs, and integration with other health services can also expand reach. The fifth approach is demonstrating success stories. Communities are more likely to accept family planning when they see its positive effects. Stories of healthier mothers, thriving children, and families achieving economic stability can be powerful motivators. These narratives show that family planning is not abstract but a real solution to everyday challenges. Finally, we must emphasize respect for culture and choice. Forcing family planning on communities breeds resistance. Instead, programs must respect cultural beliefs while providing knowledge and options. The goal is not to impose but to empower. The broader vision, linking community, family, and reproductive health. At this point, it is useful to step back and see how everything we have discussed fits together. Community, family, and reproductive health are not isolated. They are interconnected layers of the same reality. Communities shape family life, families shape individual choices, and reproductive health influences community well-being. When communities embrace family planning, families are healthier. When families are healthier, individuals thrive. When individuals thrive, communities prosper. This chain of impact shows why reproductive health and family planning must be seen as development priorities, not merely medical services. Conclusion of Module 2. As we conclude this module, let us recap the journey we have taken. We began by exploring the different types of family planning, from natural methods to modern technologies, and even permanent options. We saw that family planning is not about one method but about providing choice, flexibility, and support. We then discussed the importance of reproductive health and family planning, not only for maternal and child survival but also for women's empowerment, economic growth, social well-being, and human rights. Finally, we examined practical ways to encourage acceptance of family planning in communities through education, male involvement, engaging leaders, improving access, and showing real-life benefits. Together with Module 1, this completes our exploration of community, family, and reproductive health. We have seen that reproductive health is both a personal and a collective matter. It is shaped by families and communities, yet it also shapes their future. It requires both medical services and social engagement. As we end, let me leave you with this thought: reproductive health is not a privilege. It is a right. And when communities, families, and individuals work together to protect and promote it, the benefits extend far beyond health, they touch every aspect of human development.